Well, hello there. Snail here. I'm done with the A1 side runner. I'm going to take you through it. Take you through the whole system. You've got two retaining pins. You've got a retention bar, the attachment piece for the A1 itself, which is really cool. Looks like a little vacuum cleaner attachment, doesn't it? How original. All right. And then you have the attachment piece that the A1 goes that goes on the wall right here, which just so happens to be the exact same one as the Mini. So I'm going to take this one off so I can go ahead and show you. And let me pull this out. Doing this one-handed off the wall. What? Probably don't want to do that with the A1, but with the Mini, you can get away with it. All right. So it's the same attachment piece that you use for the A1 system. Now, I've also got this attachment piece. Okay. And then finally, you've got, well, not finally, but you've also got the AMS is the same piece for the Side Runner Mini system. So I wanted to keep as many pieces the same as I could. So you have the so the two pieces that are the same are the AMS attachment pieces, both the wall piece and the AMS piece, obviously. But yeah, so also I adapted this to be able to use for the spools, so it can't work like it would like this. I mean, I guess it could still work. I'm sorry, no, it'd be like this. So it'd be sideways, it wouldn't work. So what I did is I made an adapter piece like this. Just print two. Orient on the side, they are mirrored, so they're going to be good to go. But check this out. I'm doing this all one-handed, guys. But oh yeah, just slide it on like this, just like that. Clip it, bam. Put your spool here, feed the tube going over right there, and you're good to go. But yeah, this comes off the wall the same as the Mini. And let's go ahead and do that now, and I'll show you how to attach this bad boy. All right. This is a lot of fun, guys. I really have enjoyed this Side Runner project. Before I take this off the wall, yeah, if you guys could just drop a like, smash the like button. It really helps tell YouTube that this is a worthy video. And then also, yeah, subscribe if you want more, do more projects with me or whatever. I can't promise I'll do anything in the future, you know, but yeah, if I do, you'll be aware of it. So I hope I do, Lord willing. Hope there's a lot more. But yeah, anyway, all right, back to this. Well, I guess while I got you, I'm gonna take it off the wall one-handed. See if I can. I'm pretty sure I can, no problem. I got the last oh yeah, I can. No problem. Oh, but hold on. I didn't unplug the AMS. Okay, now I did. We're good. You can see it's the same mount as the different color, but same mount as the A1 Mini mount. So that's really cool. So the only two different ones, obviously, are the system itself to mount to the A1 itself is different than the Mini. The Mini needs spacers. This does not need spacers. The Mini does. This doesn't. Cool, right? So this actually has less pieces. Yes, this has less parts. So yeah, than the A1 Mini does. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So I'll take this off because I'm not using this. I'm using AMS. But this is too easy. I'll probably do one of those pieces for a little adapter piece for the Mini too, so you can use the one that came with the machine and not waste as much material. But anyway, oh, same poop poop container. So yep. So everything's the same. And let's see, what am I missing before I jump into it and set it on its side? Okay, so when you're installing this, obviously you want to take off the poop container. Don't want to have that on. So that's the first step. First things first, I disconnected the AMS. Then I'm going to shut it off, disconnect the power. tip it back on its side, and you want to make sure you don't hit the, just be careful of this little attachment, or this poop shooter right here. Gotta be careful of that. All right, and yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and set this down right here so you can see what I'm doing. This is kind of important. But this is the arm with the opposite of the cutter. Okay, so first things first, you're going to take your yellow wrench piece. I'm going to take the old one off. This is the last iteration. Just going to take that off real quick, so you can see what it's going to be like to take it off on camera. Or, you know, it's because it might be semi-destructive. You know, after it's been sitting for a while, you might break that back retention piece, which is no big deal. Retaining piece. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to, I don't know if you guys can see where I'm at right here. I'm going to be taking out the retaining piece. So I'm going to pop this, and then on the other side it's the same thing. So I'm going to pop this, and on the other side it's the same. It's just mirrored on the other side. So I am just going to kind of pop a little bit on this side, a little bit on this side, kind of wiggle it out that way. And I might be able to save it, but like I said, I'll probably end up breaking it. Because I have it really snug. It's not really meant to, I didn't design it to come on and off. I mean, it's tool, it doesn't require any screws, no hardware at all, but it's not made to come off you know, regularly. So see, I'm cutting it, that back retaining bar. Just gonna slice through with the cutters. So I just cut off that back retaining bar, and I'll take it right off. Yeah, so semi-destructive process, I guess, to take it off, but yeah, I think that's the best way to go, honestly. I might redesign that in the future, but I doubt it. It works pretty good. First thing I'm going to do is, you can see this hole and this hole here. Okay, that's where we're going to attach these. Hold on. Little pieces right here. They're two flat little pieces. They're going to go directly into here. Okay, now how this works is, this piece is the attachment piece for the, it goes on right here. So you can see the attachment piece for the wall, that faces towards the bottom of the machine. So it actually lines up right here, and it won't match perfectly because there's a draft angle. So it's going to pinch and go over just a little bit right here, just like that. You know, kind of feel it widen up. You just want to make sure it's flush along the bottom right here. And the chamfer is not, or I'm sorry, the fillet right here is not perfect on purpose. Okay, so don't worry about that. You're like, it doesn't match. It does. And also, these holes right here, for the discerning among you, let's see if I can zoom in and actually show you. If you can see that, they aren't perfectly lined up. They're a little bit offset. And that's okay, because this goes in and kind of catches and goes like, eh, and pushes down a little bit. And this is the little wrench tool. So it actually is enough to catch the first thread on there. And then I pat myself on the back for this. It's actually really good. But it's so you can start it just like this. Put the little thing in, put the little nub in there, and you can get it started. Okay, I lied. Just get it started. one turn, maybe with your hand, and make sure it's straight, because it's a cut. You know, it's easier to make this screw go sideways if you want. You might, off the machine, thread it in one time. But yeah, just make sure you're going in straight off the bat, and you'll be fine. It won't let you go in sideways. I might have already used, this might be the screw I already used earlier, the pin. Let's see. Okay. What the heck? I'm stripping my threads, man. That's not cool. Okay, well, before I release this video, I'm gonna change this thing, because it actually doesn't interact well with this screw right here. So I am gonna change that. So just so you know for later, this will be a much smoother process, because I'm bumping against this screw, and I don't need to be. I will fix that, not a problem. And it's going to be the same thing on the other side. But anyway, not a big deal. And these these are not wide enough, or this doesn't push out far enough to interfere with the foot pads over here. So this, you don't need any spacers off the wall. It's really cool. I'm just glad it worked out, man. Seriously. Okay. But to get it in here, because it is a little bit offset, you might have to push down a little bit on that Y. Just wanted everything real snug. Real snug. So you might get this all the way down, this pin all the way down on here, and then kind of need to do one of these. That's no problem to actually get it in there. Oh, that's good to go. Yeah. So you can see off here, let me show you. There's still a little bit of a gap right here. That's okay. You just want to make sure this is lined up right here. This back part and this is lined up. And then you'll know that these, if they're flush, it won't go out further than these spacers. Okay? So, there you go. Hopefully that explains that. You'll be able to see that. So, you can, just a little recap, this winds up a little bit when you're pushing it down because of the draft angle on this. And then these two pieces will go in there. Now comes the retention piece, or retention bar. Okay, so I'm going to push the plate all the way forward, or the build plate. And then this is going to go on just like this, and then in here. So I'm going to rock it just a little bit like this on the back. And, all right. And see, when I put it in one side, because it's bent out a little bit, you can see how that is not perfectly aligning up. So what I'm going to have to do is kind of do one of these things where I get it in one side, and then I'm gonna pull it this way a little bit and kind of just work my magic. Little bit of a clipper in there, just to pull it just a little bit, and then just a little bit, you know, just work a little bit of magic here, and then because it's not going to go right in. There you go. And then okay, and then I'm just going to tap with the hammer. Okay, see, just like that, and just a little bit on the other side. I'm just going to go tap, 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 tap on the back and forth on each side, just a little bit. I want to get that right in. Okay. I'm not going the whole way on one side all at once, because that'll break the plastic. So I just, you know, a couple millimeters on one side, a couple millimeters on the other, a couple millimeters on one side, a couple millimeters on the other. So I can flush it back up here on the bottom. I'll come back in. There we go. Now we're good to go. Oh, man. Well, it's okay. Kind of a little bit of a bummer, but this can't happen. This is why I suggest the retain, because I printed in PLA, but I suggest this to be in PETG. This should be in PLA, maybe PETG, but I'd probably do this in PLA, okay? But this retaining bar should be in PETG if you can, because on the other side, I totally broke it when I was hammering it in. So it's kind of loose, it's loose, but it doesn't really matter, okay? It's good to go. I'm not gonna have any problems with that on the wall like that. Whoa. My camera was affirming that. I'm not gonna have any problems with it on the wall like that. But I really wanna make sure that that's flush, like this, with the bottom, and that's about it. And then this, retaining it halfway, is going to be fine. It's actually not really holding anything up. What this does is prevent it from, because if I take it like this and I go like this way somehow when I'm off the wall, really, when I'm on the wall, this isn't doing much. But when I'm off the wall and I just take this and I refound it this way, it'll come off without this. So really, that's all that this retaining pin is doing. It's a little bit extra anyway. So what I'm saying is I broke half of this. Don't feel like, oh crap, I got to go print another one. No, it's going to work anyway, guys. Just make sure that this is, this bottom part right here is somewhat flush on both sides. The pins are in, and you should be good to go. Okay. Follow the specs, and yeah, no problem. All right. I think that's the whole system, guys. Yeah. That's it. I love it. God bless. Like and subscribe to Snail one more time. Like and subscribe to this video, or like this video, and smash subscribe. And yeah, we should be pretty good to go, man. I appreciate you guys. I can't get this camera right. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to continue this YouTube journey or what, but I really do appreciate it, man. So if you guys appreciate me, do subscribe to the channel, because that lets me know, hey, keep going, you know, because yeah, you never know.